I'm Gwen Preston of Resource Maven. I'm here at the Metals Investor Forum in Vancouver in January, and I'm joined by Jim Pettit of Aben Resources. It's been a pretty interesting year for Aben. Had a high-grade discovery, or follow-up discovery, I guess, at the beginning of the year, grabbed a lot of investor attention. And then you had this permitting, this drill pad permitting issue that I'm not sure the market totally understands how much that constrained what you guys were able to do up at Forrest Kerr. So why don't you take us through that? I mean, the hit, and then where you wanted to go, and the challenge that you unfortunately came up against.
Good question. I mean, that was, it was something we weren't even aware was happening. We just were complaining because it was late.
The drill pad permitting.
Yeah, we had applied for it. You're supposed to have it in less than 90 days.
Right.
That's the rule. We got it in 200.
And when you're talking about a drill season that's only 4 months long, 200 days doesn't work.
The way it affected things, it really doesn't have, because eventually we probably would have done all those holes, but we wouldn't have done them off of, like, you're doing 6 holes off of one pad.
Right.
That it's not giving you the angles you want. Once you're learning stuff, you want to be able to move the pad, get the right angles, that sort of thing. So after we did the step out holes around the initial discovery hole, then it's like, okay, now we have to try, this pad that's already here from the previous year. Let's see what we can do off of that.
Right.
And then the next one up here. And so that north boundary zone's got a whole lot of drilling.
Right.
The first 2, 4, 6, 7 holes, really intriguing. Got some high grade intersections and lots of low grade. So you've got some continuity at width. We do have an idea, we're thinking that, that north boundary zone, you got 300 meters of pretty good mineralization by about 100 meters.
Right.
And then we got these other holes that were located a little further away. We couldn't even seriously try to drill that old Miranda hole for 250 meters to the south. That was a pretty long stretch to get to. We did have a pad for the south boundary zone, fortunately for us. People looked at it and went, not 30 grams, but those were the 3 best holes, we think, because they had the strongest mineralization in them over broad widths.
And that's just, so north boundary is where you've had the high grade, which is very structural gold system.
Yep.
South boundary is a different beast, and it's, how far away is it? It's 4 kilometers to the south?
Kilometer and a half.
Oh, it's only a kilometer and a half.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a different, it's a totally different target.
Yeah, and we're drilling to the west, towards the Kerr fault. We're on the other side of the creek. A little bit different environment, but it sort of tells us the nature of this whole anomaly we're looking at, this whole boundary zone. That's really alive. It was said to me, like Ron says to me, maybe we're a degree or 2 off. You could have hit something like the north boundary. Like, it's just, that's too good. We need to get in there at some different angles, different pads. This is like really open to us. And the other part that we couldn't get to is on that east side where the north boundary is, on the east side of the creek. As we go south, there's a lot of scree coverage off that mountain across. And it's covering and masking any of the geochem anomaly.
Yeah.
And with just a couple of glimpses at some outcrop, Cornell kind of thinks that, we'll get this geophysics done. It's going to tell us something. I think he's thinking, we're going to be drilling over there. He's got a pretty good nose for this stuff.
It's always difficult to not be able to drill where you want to, but in the area that you're working in, where structure is absolutely essential to what's going on, and this is an area where things have been busted up and moved around, and so, structure and being able to attack things from exactly the right angle is even more important, especially when you're brand newly trying to figure out a zone. So it really was an impediment. But I guess it leaves more on the table for 2019.
Yeah, no, we've got a better idea of orientation, and we do know it's structurally controlled. If we can just cut the noise out, because there's so much overprinting, so many mineralizing events, because of our location. It's close to that fault. That fault created all these subfaults, and there's all kinds of fluids coming in, and so you end up with, all the different alterations.
Right.
I don't want to get into the names, but every kind of alteration you can think of, you'll find it there.
Right. So perspective, but confusing.
Yeah, I think structure is absolutely important. We know it's structurally controlled. This geophysical survey we're doing is going to be
geophysics is definitely the next important thing.
Yeah, I know there's. I don't want to tell Ron that, but we know we need geophysics. Okay?
Yes.
It's going to help because what we're looking at, part of it was there was geophysics done 20 years ago, only on portions, and we can do the whole thing by drone, and it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. It's the way I'm looking at that because now, and Cornell can hardly wait.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I'd say what was difficult for you in 2018, like I sort of said, sort of has left more on the table for 2019, and so there's lots for you to do at Forrest Kerr, lots to prepare for over this winter ahead of the next drill season.
Well, we're still on our first target.
Yes.
You took 8 months to do a data compilation and come up with 15 to 20 priority targets.
Right.
We're still on the first one.
Right.
It's 2 years later, of serious drilling, and this is exploration.
Yeah, and you're funded to go out there and keep chasing them down.
Yeah, I'm used to quick results, that sort of thing, and we had it at Bayfield. Ron is, are you kidding? Eskay Creek was 107th hole.
Before they hit into it.
Before they really understood what they had.
Well, let's hope it doesn't take
I'm not going to take that long. I can guarantee it.
All right, well, best of luck getting it all ready for the season, and I look forward to keeping up with the news.
Thank you.
Thanks.